Our next guest has been working with music legend and business mogul Sean Diddy Combs since 2005 and has played an integral part in growing his businesses. Dia Sims, president of Combs Enterprises, joins us now. So, Dia, you've had like a really interesting career.
Thank you.
You actually worked at the Department of Defense,
yes.
advertising sales, and the pharmaceutical industry. How did you?
Things.
Yeah, I mean, and
so
then
many spirits, liquor, drugs,
and now you have this really cool job. How did you land at Combs Enterprises?
Yes. So I used ad sales, and I was able to get Bad Boy Records at the time to be, I broke them as like the first client for this radio station in New York. And then I sold Sean John, et cetera. And when Puff was looking for a chief of staff, someone said, you know what, you send a lot of emails at 3 a.m. I think you guys would get along. Will you come meet them? And I did, and that was 2005.
Wow, 3 a.m. You're working hard still.
That's the hustle porn that Miles likes to talk about. Rising grind.
Yeah.
That was pre-Instagram, but nowadays you post every time you say, look, the alarm clock says 4 a.m. and I'm up.
Right.
Rise and grind. Let me ask you, I'm so glad we have you in because I cover sports business, and in that realm, the idea of having a big name athlete come and rep your brand or appear in an ad is becoming less and less valuable. Brands are moving more toward, we're working with Steph Curry behind the scenes. He's an advisor and he gets an equity stake in our startup.
Sure.
So in your world, we're talking about music stars, we're talking about Diddy, who's such a big star. Do you find that he's still kind of as valuable as ever in terms of brands and companies wanting him to put his stamp of approval on something, be a partner with them, appear in something, and how do you kind of keep that momentum going for someone who has been around for so long like Diddy?
No, listen, the truth is, the good news with Sean is his celebrity is the least of his value. I say that all the time.
Okay.
Like what he brings to the table, like his work ethic is probably close to historically unparalleled. And his ability to like shape and move culture person by person, he'll be doing that till he's 99 and maybe longer. Right? So for us, we have somebody who the celebrity is just a small component of it. The other piece of it is he has a little bit of this Godfather effect where it's not just him, right? He stays in it day by day. So whether it's A$AP Ferg or whether it's French Montana, he is connected to culture. Whoever's coming out today, whoever came out last night, whoever's coming out tomorrow, he's involved.
Kingmaker.
Kingmaker, yes.
I'm interested in how Instagram has changed the management of one celebrity's brand. So you say that the least part of Sean's power is his celebrity brand, but certainly that is a part of it, right? I mean, I follow him on Instagram, and you kind of see all the videos and everything there. And it's like, how does that change how you manage that brand? Because Instagram is such an immersive experience, but it's like you only get 15 seconds and someone's whipping through. But it seems like that really is where all the action is happening right now.
It is. I mean, I think the cool thing is you look at social media and how it's democratized voice. The thing that we love is the ability to get real-time feedback. So you think about, you had a brand in the 80s, you throw a commercial on Family Ties, if anyone knows what that is, and you hope that it works, right? The reality is now we can literally go and ask everybody in real time, do you guys want red or yellow? Do you like kiwi or peach? And we can find out in 2 hours and build our brands accordingly. So for us, it's valuable for real-time information exchange.
Let's talk about some of the brands and how business is going.
Yes.
Like, what's strong right now? What do you guys want to get more into? Where do you see that?
Yeah, spirits has been incredible and great for us. Ciroc Vodka, we just recently launched a new brandy called Ciroc VS. Brown spirits have been very on trend in the spirits industry, and we're excited to join that with what we think is a phenomenal offering. Tequila is fastest growing, and we have a tequila called De Leon, and we are looking at ways to put more and more amazing products behind your bar. We have our television, we're in content, and of course we're all looking at what's next in content and cannabis.
Better to be
cannabis.
Oh,
Wait.
there
So
it is.
cannabis, is it like infused in drinks?
Well,
Do you
nothing
think
to
it's
report
gonna
today, but we're absolutely, like any smart person or investor we're doing heavy research to look at what'll be the next, what's the best move for Combs Enterprises?
I was just going to say, better to be in spirits right now than beer because, when it comes to alcohol, the biggest story lately has been, the beer industry really flagging. There was a big story somewhere just last week about, at frat parties now, they don't even have the keg. Instead, it's all tequila and spirits.
Were you there?
Good for you guys.
At the frat party?
Not that particular one.
He was in a cabin.
He wishes. Yeah.
Somewhere else. I feel like when I didn't even know that his company was run by a woman.
Oh, yeah, he's smart. He's smart that way.
He is smart that way. I just would have thought it was a guy. Like, it seems like he seems like a guy's guy. Seems like a lot of these are sort of like guy businesses. You're a woman in it.
I am.
What, I don't know, what tips do you have and what lessons have you learned, like, as a woman in this business in particular?
Well, I worked in Department of Defense, super hyper male, right? And hip hop, which is also has a similar reputation. And you know what it just comes down to is knowing exactly the value you bring to the table. So I have been like sustained and consistent, maybe borderline obnoxious of like, okay, in the last 90 days, here's the money I made. I used to be Sean's chief of staff, and at one point I did an historical analysis to show him literally that you have been more profitable in your pocket when you have women in leadership. And that's just a good tip for anybody.
Love it. I'm going to go work on that list. Dia Sims, president of Combs Enterprises, thanks so much for coming by.
Thank you.